Whoa, look at those cars, is what someone who has even a passing interest in motor vehicles might say. I do not, so instead I'm just going to say, hey, I'm G, and this is Fast and the Furious 6, the game, for iOS. It is available for both iPhone and iPad, but we are playing the iPad version here today. It's a car racing game. Even though I don't really much care for cars, I'm playing this because it is currently ranked the top free app on the iOS store, so I figured it would be worth checking out. And you know, it's not that bad. I was expecting it to be total garbage, to be honest, but you know, it's got a charm to it. I can see why people would be into this. This is my car. This is the 1972 Ford Gran Torino. I only know that because that's what it says at the top of the screen. They could have put anything there and I'd have said, yeah, that's the name of that car. That's what it's called. Sounds legit. But before we get pimping it, let's just get straight into a race and show what the gameplay is here. So we got this little map and we can choose from one of two different types of events. Either a straight up drag race or a drift race, which is pretty similar but with another little mini game in the middle. So let's just do standard race. Oh yes, and the other mode is story, which is just various combinations of the two. I say story, but yeah, well, we'll get into that. Standard quarter mile race thingy. So this game is very, very simple. Much like the Fast and Furious movies, it is all about shifting gears just to edge ever closer to a finish line, which is about as interesting as it sounds. It looks pretty good, you know, graphics fairly solid. Okay, so I'm gonna press this launch button just as it says go, and I got it wrong. So now I have to shift up gears just as it hits the red zone. I've also got this NOS to dramatically boost my speed and get a dynamic camera angle. I am miles behind. I'm not very good at this game, I should have added. My car's not very strong, so it takes quite a while to actually get to gear shifting territory. In fact, it only goes up to 4th, so that's as fast as my car goes at the moment. And that's Fast and Furious 6. I mean, seriously, that's pretty much it. Like I said, very simple. And then, of course, we've got this after scene here. Let's try that race again, see if I can actually catch up. That's going to consume fuel, and we'll get onto the horrible world of fuel in a moment. So I just want to show this bit at the beginning. You'll get a little power index rating for each car, and that's how you determine whether your car is up to scratch. So that one is power index 285, and mine is 265. So far, that's been my only problem with this game, is it seems no matter how good you do at this minigame, if the car you're against has a better power index rating, even if it's by a tiny amount, like it was here, then you're screwed, you can't win. Which I guess is realistic in a way. It kind of feeds into their microtransaction system. Oh yes, microtransactions, they are very much there. It's how they can offer a game like this for free. To be honest, I would have preferred this to like some rubbish console game that they put together in 6 weeks. This has at least got really good presentation to it. And you know, it is kind of fun to play when you're on equal footing. But in races like this where it's like, what, there's 20 power index points in that, and I couldn't win, you saw me, I got every gear shift almost perfect. Let's do a drift race. Let's see what that's about. Not quite ready to pimp it out yet. Yeah, drift challenge. You got different levels that you can unlock, so if I do a level 1 challenge, I'll probably be able to beat that. What I found is I can't do level 3 challenges. Or sorry, difficulty 3 level challenges. It's weird. They have a difficulty level, then they have a level selector here. Yeah, they could have maybe been a bit clearer about that stuff. There's also some daily challenges you can do which will give you a unique car with its own mods and everything, so you don't have to level up for that. It's a nice way to get a kind of preview of what the higher tiers of cars are like. Right, so this one's got a slightly higher index, so not quite as much as last time, so maybe I can get this. Yeah, so a good launch there. Find you have to do it just as you hit 5. That's nice anyway. Oh, and here comes the drift. So you lose gear shift in this instead, to press the drift button just as you go into the drift mode, and then release it just as you exit. And that's about it. You don't really do anything else. I'm good on the entrances, but I can't quite get the exit. And then we go back into normal, gear shift up. Yeah, I'm miles ahead, so I guess when it's within 5 points of power index, it's alright, but anything higher than that and you're kind of screwed. Yeah, he was only 6 points higher, so that seems pretty fine to me. So what is fuel? Fuel is this little indicator up here. That goes down every time you race. Can you guess what happens when you've got none left? That's right, you can pay to refill it. It's like a Facebook game. Yeah! It will refill over time, of course, if you just leave it. I think it goes up by about 1 every 8 or so minutes. At least that's been my experience. Of course, we've got 2 kinds of currency. One is the currency you earn in the game just through racing, and the one above, that costs real money. So let's see what that's like, shall we? I love the units of measurement they use to actually purchase this fake gold, because it's not just, oh, buy this pile of gold. It's buy, do you want a stack of gold? A duffel bag of gold? A car trunk of gold? Or my personal favourite, a semi-truck of gold. I like to think that's the official unit of measurement for gold. It's just like, oh, that's about 3 duffel bags and a semi-truck of gold. Oh, Fast and the Furious, you are so derpy. And of course we've got these little beginner sales that run every couple of days, so I can purchase any amount of gold and I'll get this car for free, where it normally costs 21 gold. I've done the math. I think 1 gold is about 6 pence, so it's not that high, and just some of the stuff you actually have to pay for with gold, though, is a bit weird. Just so you know, I have 5 gold because you do actually get it every time you level up. I haven't actually spent real money on this. I'm not a crazy person. So let's get to the real meat of this game, shall we? Let us pimp our ride. Or at least attempt to, until we realise how much of the pimping is locked behind microtransactions. Oh, before we do that, I love this. Go into photo mode. It's like, yeah, you can take pictures of your fake car. But there's no zoom in. Instead, you just get like this wide angle lens effect that you can switch. So you can be like, oh yeah, look at that. Oh, I'm going to share that on Facebook. Hey dudes, check out my sick car. Yeah, Fast and Furious 6. So dumb. It's so dumb. Who would do that? Who would do that? I'm going to do it. Hang on. I just get a better angle. Sorry, this is so dumb, I can't help myself. Share that on Facebook. Oh no, I was going to ask for permissions. I may change my mind on this, and I'm certainly not going to enter my credentials on this interface. So let's go back into the game, shall we? Well, it was a nice idea. But anyway, what customization options do we have? I've got all the standard statistical stuff, which I assume all just feeds into your power index rating. I'm not sure what all these individual stats actually mean. What 383 gearbox is? I don't know if... Maybe if you're into modifying cars, that makes a bit more sense. Screwed if I know. Increased suspension? Yeah. Cars. Cars. And of course you can pay gold to level these up. You do gain... I don't know what the thing is. Credits, I guess. It's got a big C on it, so I'm going to say Fast and Furious credits. You earn those pretty quick, so... Anything you can buy with credits, it wouldn't take long just to unlock it with just playing the game. Let's get some style on here. Body paints all cost gold apart from green? That's very strange. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, it's like, hey, I want a red one, I guess. You can just sense my level of enthusiasm with cars and generally modifying cars. Tone of my voice. Oh, this is my favourite though. I love these decals because the stupidest possible ones are the ones that are exclusive with gold. So it's like, oh, I want this sick bulldog on the front of my car. Oh, it's 8 gold. Like, that would be like, what? Like 20p? Something like that? But yeah, it's just... I'm just utterly bemused by the idea that someone would spend real money just so they could have that decal on their car. It's just such a stupid one. Like, these bullets, that I can understand. I can imagine some person with delusions of ghetto gangster stardom going like, yeah, I'm gonna have these sick bullet decals on my vehicle. But look at this stupid, derpy looking bulldog. Or this grenade. Oh, what were some of the other stupid ones? The skull. The stupid skull. Oh god. Who would do this? Who would do this? Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. You car people, never stop being crazy, please. There's just too much amazing stuff comes out of that community. It's like, yeah, if I want USA on the front of my car. I don't know, that might be some logo that has some kind of import to people who are into cars. Notice that once you do have decals on your car, you will gain more credits per race, so again feeds more into why you would want to do that in the first place, I guess. And then you can have them on the side too. Oh, those actually cover the full thing. I suppose this is a bit more reasonable. I can kind of understand more why this is gold based. But still, I mean, come on guys, come on. Ah, well. Anything else interesting here? Oh, and of course, as per tradition, you can have these ridiculous underglows, which, again, some of them cost money depending on colour. I know, is red a really popular colour to have for an underglow, but green not so much? Is that why? I don't know, I'm sure someone did the maths on this. I'll say one thing I do like about this modification, like area. Whoa. Yes, I do not want to buy that. This modification area is just the general setting. You're in some kind of warehouse that has, I don't know, I guess a bunch of computers with important looking information on, and then you've got this car rotating on some kind of weird hover pad. I mean, at a glance, it kind of makes sense, but when you really start to think about it, it's like, what's actually going on here? Where is this? Why has someone done this? Why is there a giant crate in the background? Why would you want a giant flat screen monitor on top of this giant toolbox? What possible use is that? I don't know. Yeah, that's about it. Of course, standard things, spoilers, rims, you know, all the stuff that makes the car go faster, definitely. One thing about this that did amuse me is if you open this little side thing here, you've got these 4 buttons. Like, I'll press these. Coming soon. Sorry, this functionality is not available yet. I'd like to point out that the movie this game ties into is out already, and the hype is already dying down for it, so the idea that they still haven't implemented some feature they desperately wanted seems very strange to me. I suppose I should look at what the actual cars available are. So they've got this Gran Torino as just a starter thing. You can choose between that and the Honda Civic, and of course I went for the Gran Torino. It looks way cooler. Honda Civic. Oh, do they know nothing about motor vehicles? Yeah, and you got 3 separate classes. Oh no, it goes up to 5. Shows what I know. And you unlock those classes by progressing in the kind of hilarious story mode, which I will try and do a little bit from that and see what happens. But yeah, there's not actually that many cars in here. I assume these are all signature vehicles from the Fast and the Furious franchise, but I am none the wiser. So let's get out of here. Let's do one final thing, which is one of these derpy story missions. Oh, yeah, you can just straight up watch a trailer for the movie in here. Oh wait, what's this one over here? Oh, you can catch up on the Fast and Furious franchise. I may watch that, because I do want to see Fast and Furious 6. There's a bit where they drive a car through a plane, and that was kind of enough for me. I don't care about the car so much, just the idea of someone doing that amuses me. Yeah, let's try Race Level 2. Hopefully it will do the stupid story stuff. No official voices, of course. Yeah, here we go. So we get these nice little pictures of people from the movie. I'm assuming these are people from the movie. Like, I will be shocked if they're not. Oh, it's gone already. No official voices, of course, because these games never have those. Oh, this is different. I get some kind of drifting test. Let's see if I can do this. Go! Gear up. I've not seen any Vin Diesel in this game yet. I'm assuming they couldn't afford him. Which sounds about right. Oof. I've no idea what the story's actually about. I think you're somehow trying to get into the Fast and Furious crew, but I don't know for what reason. Other than just being able to hang out with Vin Diesel's pretty cool. And The Rock will be there also, presumably. But oh, I leveled up, and that will probably give me another... Oh no, didn't get any gold for that. Well, other than getting gold, I'm not quite sure what purpose leveling up actually serves. It doesn't seem to unlock anything else. I'm going to give this drift one more try, and then I think I'll call it there. That's really all there is to this game. But yeah, I'll give them credit. They did a good job on this. I would have liked it if maybe the races were a bit longer, but I suppose that's suitable to the fiction. The idea is these races are quite short, and it's meant to be very close all the time, so... Yeah, I guess that will mean more to someone who is really into this shizzle. But as a game, yeah, could do a lot worse than this. Oh, I totally screwed that up. That was terrible. I might give that one more go, just to try and save a bit of face. Oh, now I leveled up and got the token. I must have been slightly short. Oh, I shall share my leveling up on this on Facebook. No, I won't. I'll claim my reward. Got 2 gas left. Anything else I can think about this? Yeah, hats off to him. You know, it's not going to engage me, but I'm certain there is someone out there. What I will say is I'm pretty sure I played a Flash game that was almost identical to this when I was a kid. Obviously it didn't look anywhere near this nice, but everything else was pretty much the same. But I don't know, maybe there is an entire kind of sub-franchise of drag racing games that I'm unaware of. It would sound about right. Oh, that was a terrible shift. I'm not very good at car. I wouldn't cut it in the Fast and Furious crew. I think that's what we can all take away from this. So yeah, I'll call it there. This was Fast and Furious 6 for iOS. Goodbye!